Panoorin naman natin ang aming full interview sa NBA champion na si Matthew Dellevadova. All right, we got another special edition of Setting the Score this evening, and we have a very special guest, none other than one of your favorite players, Matthew Dellavedova. Delly, welcome to the Philippines.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you in person here in Manila. I had a chance to see you up close in the NBA Finals that you were part of the last couple of years.
Yep.
But first of all, tell us how your trip has been. I know you've had some time to go around Manila a bit. You played some hoops this morning.
Yeah.
How's it been so far?
It's been great so far. We got in late last night and got my workout in this morning. It was pretty hot and humid, so it didn't take long to warm up. But it's been great so far, and we're looking forward to seeing more of Manila.
You saw the sweat dripping.
You saw that?
You posted that. It was like dripping like a sponge out of a bathtub.
I was working hard.
All right. Now, obviously, Delly, your popularity here stems from your meteoric rise in NBA Finals. That first year you guys made it, although you lost. What was that like for you? What was that moment like for you where you had the opportunity to step in and step up in a really big way?
It was a great experience, and it was through obviously unfortunate circumstances with Kyrie going down. But in some ways, it was lucky that in the earlier rounds versus Chicago and then Atlanta, he was also a little bit injured, so I had the opportunity to play a lot then. So it wasn't as big of a adjustment. Had it just happened in the finals. So it was obviously great for my career.
And you're part of the history books. You're a part of that amazing team, that the first team to come back from 1-3. Bring us back to the locker room after Game 4 when you lost and you're down 1-3. What was that like? What did Ty Lue say? What did anybody say that kind of helped your spirits move forward?
Just that we had to win the next game.
Okay.
You're not looking like you have to win 3 in a row, because obviously that might seem like a bit of a daunting task, but just win the next game and just continue to get better, but just focus on winning the next game. And when you have a guy named LeBron James on your team who still feels confident, that gives everybody in the room a lot of confidence as well. All
right. Well, we read about one special text message that was sent. Tristan was here with Team Canada actually last year, and he talked about that as well. What was that like? Apparently LeBron sent you all a text message. And how did that help rev things up and shift the mindset that you're not going to give up?
Well, when you see how hard he works, but also how hard the whole team works, it's a long season, obviously, 82 games, and you're not going to let it go without a fight. And yeah, like I said, when your best player and the best player in the world still believes that you guys are going to win, you just follow his lead.
I know it's easier said than done, taking it one game at a time, but at what point did it seem to you personally like, hey, looks like we got a chance here? Was it after winning Game 5 or Game 6?
Like I said, I mean, I'm pretty optimistic all the time, and it wasn't over. You know, you have to win 4 games obviously to win the series, and I strangely felt pretty confident the whole time.
That's incredible. Well, when it was all said and done, when you all won it with the big block of LeBron, the big 3 of Kyrie and everything, and I was there, I saw your moment celebrating as a team. What was it like? What were the first emotions that ran through your head?
It's kind of crazy. It's hard to describe because as you're celebrating, you know, with your teammates and all the moments throughout the year, training, games, recovery, all of that goes through your mind.
So it all kind of flashes on you, all the hard work.
The disappointment of last year. Okay. And then also my family got to come down on the court, and then you're flashing back to when you first started as a kid, growing up in Maryborough, my hometown, and how much they've supported me on my journey, and it was a pretty surreal moment, and one that I'll never forget.
Incredible. Well, let's talk a bit about that. I want to rewind to how you got into the league. It's not easy. You went undrafted. That's not the most ideal way. But talk about that. Talk about that journey from being undrafted to working your way into the league, the summer league, and working hard and trying to get a spot on a team.
It was hard. I mean, I had, I think, about 14 or 15 pre-draft workouts where the teams fly you in before the draft, and you work out for a couple of hours against 5 other guys. So I thought I had a pretty good chance of getting drafted, and I was sitting at Coach Bennett, my college coach's house, watching the draft, and you're seeing the names get read out, and it's getting to 45, and I'm starting to get a bit nervous. It may not happen, and then it's 50, 55, and then it doesn't happen, and you're kind of in a little bit of shock and just disappointed.
But being the optimistic Delhi that you were, what was playing in your head?
Whenever something bad happens or we lose a game or something, my reaction is to just go back to the basketball court. So I went to school that night, got some shots up.
The same night?
Yeah, I had to. I wasn't going to be able to sleep that night. I talked to my agent, and he just said, you've got a couple invitations for different teams at some league, and the Cavs were one of those. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to some league and prove all the teams wrong that didn't draft me. So I was there, diving on loose balls and taking charges and just trying to do anything I could to help the team. And from there, I got invited to training camp, and I had to try to guard Kyrie for a couple of weeks, which is no easy task.
Obviously,
it was. I was picking him up full court, and we had a lot of tough sessions. But when I got told that I'd made the final 15, that was another moment where it felt good, because I knew how hard it was and how lucky I was to get that opportunity.
Amazing. Well, what kind of message does this send to thousands of kids out there who dream the same dream? Maybe even international players like yourself or kids from the Philippines. As you said, only 60 players get drafted every year, and then everybody else has to go through the back door. What kind of message does your journey, your success send to all your fans?
Well, just that you have to keep working hard, and it's not going to be in a straight line, and it's definitely not going to go how you want it all the time, but you just have to enjoy the process and just try to get a little bit better each day, because if you do that for a week, for a month, for a year, it's going to add up over a long time, and that's what I've tried to do for a number of years now, and I'm still trying to get just a little bit better each day. So.
Right, and now you've moved on with your new team. How at home do you feel right now after winning a title, getting all that experience? How are you bringing what you've experienced to the Bucks?
Yeah, well, I went from being, I guess, a younger player on an older team to a older player on a younger team.
Yep.
In the space of a couple of months. Which is a bit of a strange feeling, but I feel like I've been a leader my whole life on the basketball court, and we have a great young group of players there. Obviously a great coach in Jason Kidd, who's an unbelievable player. And I think we have a really bright future, and it's something that I'm excited to be a part of, and I think we can do something special.
As a point guard, what's it like to be mentored by somebody like Jason Kidd?
It's like I said, I've learned a little something from every coach I've played for, and he's actually jumped in a couple of practices in the half court.
Okay, cool. All right.
I kind of stand behind him, and he kind of talks through what he does on the pick and rolls, or just little tips and tricks, and that's just priceless information. You can't get that anywhere else. He's like a basketball encyclopedia for a point guard.
Right. Well, your teammate Giannis is actually coming here in a couple of days. What's it like to play with that guy? I mean, he's such a phenomenal specimen to begin with, plus the talent he has. What do you see in Giannis, and how much better can this kid get?
Well, I didn't know him apart from playing against him the first 3 years, because we actually came in the same year, the same kind of draft year, and I knew he was obviously a great physical specimen, and he's got better every year in the league, but I didn't know how hard he works, because he works like a maniac, really. It's pretty impressive to see how hard he works every single day, and that's why he won the most improved player, and why he could win the most improved player again the next year, because
next year, who knows?
That's how hard he works. That's how much time he puts into his game, and that's like, I don't think he has a ceiling. He could be the best player in the league, I believe he can get there
Anytime soon. You think so?
soon.
Wow. Well, for you, how much better do you think you need to be in terms of filling in your role to the team? What do you think you need to work on still to help this team get to greater heights?
I mean, I want to keep working on my three-point shot. I think chemistry in the pick and roll will be better this year, in year 2. You know, with Giannis and Jabari and our bigs. But keep working on my ball handling, finishing at the rim. But yeah, like I said, if you just get a little bit better each day, which is what I'm trying to do, and Peak have got a court for me to work out in the morning, so I'm happy about that. But I'm looking forward to this year.
I love your finish, that floater.
The floater?
Nobody floats it like you do. Nobody floats like you do, Delly. All right, now you're here with Peak. How is that? I mean, you're undrafted and you have your own signature shoe. What a whirlwind ride, the last 3 years? Yeah,
I mean, I never even thought or dreamed of having, you know, my own signature shoe.
Your name's on the shoe, man.
Or even, you know, having a logo.
A logo, exactly, yeah.
It's something that I'm really excited to be a part of and to partner with Peak, and they've been awesome throughout this whole process. And my logo, I don't know if you know, but it's actually in the shape of Australia and the Delhi, and then
nice. Okay.
The ball is where my hometown is. So
brilliant.
So
obviously you had a lot of input to the logo.
Yeah. So it's something that
nice.
I'm really excited with how it's turned out, and I'm very particular about what I put on my feet, and I couldn't be happier with the product we've put out together.
Well, speaking of Australia, you'll be wearing probably these colors again.
Yep.
Next year, most likely you'll be playing against our national team here. How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts about that? You got a billion fans here. They love your style of play. They love your game. What are your thoughts of coming here with Australia next year, if it happens?
I would definitely look forward to that. I know how much everybody loves basketball here, and I'm looking forward to meeting everybody on this trip. But I think to be able to play in front of the fans here, I think that would be something very special. All right.
Well, for those who won't see you, give a shout out to them.
Yeah.
And what message you want to say to your fans?
I appreciate all the support. I know the NBA appreciates all the support that you guys give to basketball. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you, and if I don't meet you on this trip, hopefully next year when I come back with the national team, or in future years, we'll be able to meet up. But keep enjoying the great game of basketball and working hard.
We're going to try to keep him as a tourist next year, but he'll enjoy. Delly, thank you so much. Appreciate the time. Thank you.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates, and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.